to present these with Guy Yovan, and I said, stop everything.
Exactly.
These look like they're just to die for. Tell us about your brand new item, which is like in perfect timing for the holidays.
Exactly, and perfect to go with your grilled food, right? Because you don't have to do everything yourself. Go ahead and treat yourself to AuGratins, your choice of roasted cauliflower or potato. So what makes these special is the quality of the ingredients. First, they slow roast the cauliflower. Do you know how long that takes? You don't actually want to do that yourself. We spend so much time telling you what you might want to do yourself. Allow me to say this one you don't want to deal with. It just takes too long. Everything is hand sliced. That is a mix of cheddar and gruyere cheese. You can see the gorgeous crispy crunchy on the top. And when you take a bite, you think, how can this be a vegetarian entree, a side dish when it's so decadent? Each of these is about 4 ounces. And here's the best part. They come to you frozen and ready to pop in the oven. So you could put in one just for you for a special little something, or you could do a tray if you're entertaining. So that
This
one
must be the cauliflower.
That is the cauliflower. Now, do you even like cauliflower?
Whoa.
Right?
I like roasted cauliflower.
Okay.
And that's what this is, right?
That's the difference. And a lot of people who
it.
don't like cauliflower say, but I like that, and that's why.
You won't find me going through the produce section eating raw cauliflower anytime soon. But I'll tell you, roasted cauliflower, it just takes on a life of its own. This is so good. You can choose the cauliflower, or you can choose the traditional potato au gratin. You're getting all fresh ingredients. It's already prepared. They arrive frozen. You get 12. You can decide right now if you want the 12 of the cauliflower, 12 of the potato, or my recommendation, get 6 of each, and you get to try them both. But I would imagine that when we get to the holidays, this is the perfect thing that you could either bring if you're in charge of bringing a dish.
Yep.
And if you're like me and you panic because you're not a cook, you don't even have time to go to the grocery store, I'm gonna show up with this. I think you just saved me my Thanksgiving contribution.
Good, because you know what? It's a perfect accompaniment, or if you're doing a lunch, a brunch, maybe a late afternoon, you know, gathering. It's just substantive enough that it can stand alone, but if you want to serve it with a steak, if you want to serve it with a light salad, if you have friends that are vegetarian, it can be really hard to figure out what to mix into your, you know, entrees or your serving to make this work. This can go so many different directions. When you look at the size of each of these, 4 ounces of potato or roasted cauliflower with the cheese and the cream, that's a lot. They're pretty substantial.
And they're dense.
Yeah, one of these and a little veggie, and I can be good to go.
This is heavy.
Yep.
This might be your main course.
It could be.
You could put a little salad on the side. This could be something that you serve as a side dish. This could be something you have with a cup of soup. But I think you're gonna absolutely love these. Tell us what makes these so different. I've never seen anything like this that you can actually just pop in the oven.
Right.
And they're really gourmet.
You won't find this in any big box store. So that's what makes Gourmet Kitchen in general different. These are the type of appetizers that we provide to country clubs, 5-star restaurants, very special things. And what's the difference? The difference is the quality of the ingredients, the gruyere cheese. You don't find gruyere cheese in much of anything, and it's not something that you probably buy and shred very often because it's really expensive a pound. So we don't really want to do that.
Good.
And it's so good. But that level of cheese makes a difference. When you use the finest ingredients, you get that upscale taste. So you know what?
I would be proud to serve this.
I was just gonna say, nobody needs to know that you're popping these out of the freezer. You're gonna bake them for about 10 to 15 minutes at 400 degrees. And again, whether you cook 1, 4, or 12, you can use them however it works for you. For me, this is an awesome ladies' lunch or girls' brunch with some salad, some mimosa,
wine club,
just a little funness. But if you do want to do a sit-down formal meal, cook it with a steak, serve it with a potato, serve it with a pork chop as the potato on the side,
I gotta try
or the
potato.
cauliflower on the side. So I love the potatoes, and it's the way they're sliced. I'm good at many things, but I can't slice a potato that thin. These are hand cut, and that doesn't seem like it should make a difference how they're cut, but it does. They fall apart because they're so thinly sliced.
That is so good.
Isn't that good?
Everything is done to perfection. So how long would this take me to make it? If I'm like, I'm just gonna whip up a batch of au gratin potatoes and roasted cauliflower.
Well, let's go over this. First, you're gonna have to peel the potatoes, then you're gonna have to slice them this thin, or you would have to roast the cauliflower for at least an hour in the oven. Then you gotta grate the cheese. By the way, you gotta go find Gruyere cheese and all those fancy things. Then there's the cream. Then there's the, do you even know how to make a stack like that? And the answer for most of us is probably